Hey guys, so in this section we're going to be talking about photorealistic digital painting. Now, what that is when your painting is designed and meant to look as real as possible, almost like a photograph. So this is going to include things like hyperactive lighting, lots of photo textures put in, photo overlay and effects like that to make it look like a photograph, depth of field, stuff like that. Now, this is a art style that you're mostly probably going to be using for possibly illustration work, like for book covers and stuff like that, as well as concept art, like, final end concept art where the rough stuff has been broken out and you're looking to finalize the look for something. This is something that can be used pretty frequently. And personally, it's one of my favorite art styles. I really like painting like this. I love seeing something come to life that I was able to create out of my head. But it does have its downsides. One downside is that it takes a really, really long time. This is probably by far the longest painting style, and a single painting can go anywhere from 5 to 10 hours or even further to complete, which if you're trying to do a comic book or pump out a bunch of quick concept art or something like that, it's not really a viable option because of how long it takes unless you happen to have plenty of time for some reason. So there's that downside. The other possible downside is that it isn't quite as expressive as some of the other art styles like the cutout or cell shading and stuff like that, things where you can get a little bit more cartoony and interpret things a little bit differently. You can exaggerate stuff. In the photoreal style, it can be a little bit harder to make that work. It's possible, but it definitely takes a master hand to be able to pull it off and still make it look right. So those are kind of the pros and cons. This section is a long one, so stick with it. But the techniques that you'll learn are really valuable, and I find that this is a style that a lot of people want to learn because of its a lot of people are looking for this in the industry, in the concept industry, to be able to really, really nail down concepts and make them as real as possible so they could see exactly what it might look like in the movie or video game or whatever project it is you're working on. So I will see you guys in the next lecture, and I can't wait to get started.